It's 2 a.m. You're lying in bed, the blue light of your phone screen making your face look like a freshly unearthed relic. You just scrolled past your 40-second old classmate update. Someone got married under the Tuscan sun, smiling like a purebred aristocrat. Someone else got promoted with a LinkedIn title so long it needs its own zip code. Even that kid who sat behind you in high school, the one who couldn't find X in a triangle, is somehow riding a camel in Dubai. You sigh, feeling that familiar, suffocating sensation like a slow-acting poison. You start questioning your entire existence. Why does everyone else have a better life than me? Am I the only NPC on this planet while everyone else is playing with a maxed-out cheat code? Hey, don't jump off the balcony just yet. I've got good news and bad news. The good news, you're not alone. This feeling that everyone is winning but me is actually backed by science. The bad news, mathematically speaking, your friends probably are richer, more popular, and happier than you. It's not your imagination, it's statistics bullying you. Welcome to the friendship paradox. In 1991, sociologist Scott Feld dropped a concept that shattered everyone's ego, the friendship paradox. Simply put, your friends, on average, have more friends than you do. Sounds like a brain teaser? Let's get brutally visual. Imagine you're at a party. There are two types of people, social predators who know 100 people, and social ghosts like you who know exactly 2. Because those social chads have so many connections, the odds of you being friends with one of them are incredibly high. In other words, people with massive social circles show up on everyone's friend list way more often than shut-ins like you. This is the cold, hard heart of math. The average you perceive is being heavily inflated by a tiny group of hyper-connectors. You aren't comparing yourself to regular people, you're comparing yourself to professional social monsters. If math makes you feel defeated, social media algorithms are here to finish the job. The algorithm doesn't care about showing you the real world, it only cares about keeping you inside its world. The algorithm knows exactly what triggers you. It filters for the most extreme, the most polished, and the most dopamine-inducing content. Your feed isn't a window, it's a Funhouse Mirror with 100 layers of beauty gate filters applied. You aren't seeing everyone's life. You are seeing a greatest hits collection of the top 1% of the world. You're comparing your behind-the-scenes footage, the unpaid bills, the 3 a.m. anxiety, the running out of toilet paper to their highly edited, color-graded, filtered trailers. Buddy, this isn't even a fair fight. You're bringing a butter knife to a tank battle. To make matters worse, your brain is your worst teammate. Evolutionarily speaking, our brains are still stuck in the Stone Age. Back then, if you weren't the strongest or most popular in the tribe, you didn't get the mammoth steak, you got kicked out to die in the cold. So, your brain has a built-in social comparison mechanism. It's like a 24-hour surveillance monitor, frantically scanning everyone around you to make sure you aren't falling behind. But in 2026, this mechanism is broken. It's no longer comparing you to the guy in the next cave, it's comparing you to the entire planet. If you thought the popularity thing was bad, let's talk about money. This is where the ego really goes to die. The friendship paradox doesn't just apply to friend counts, it applies perfectly to wealth. Think about it. Who is more likely to scream for your attention? Your quiet colleague who brings a brown bag lunch to save for a mortgage and watches Netflix all weekend? Or the trust fund kid traveling the world, accidentally showing off a supercar logo in every Instagram story? Rich lives have higher visual impact and shareability. The poor are invisible, the middle class is boring, but the rich are 4K high-def with a custom soundtrack. You don't live in a normal bell curve, you live in a world distorted by a few loud, shiny outliers. The everyone you see is just the 1% who shout the loudest. This leads us to the core of the problem. The average is the biggest scam of the century. In fields like income, followers, or so-called success, data doesn't follow a nice, friendly curve, it follows a brutal power law. You know the old joke? If Bill Gates walks into a dive bar, the average net worth of everyone in that bar instantly jumps to $1 billion. Congratulations. Statistically, you're now a billionaire. Do you feel it? Can you go buy a Ferrari now? Of course not. The average was dragged up by a giant, but you're still just you. When you try to chase the average, you're actually chasing a phantom created by extreme outliers. It's a race you lost before you even tied your shoes. All right, therapy session over. How do we crawl out of this trap? Deleting Instagram isn't the whole answer because your insecure brain will just find new things to compare. The real antidote is counterintuitive. Acknowledge and embrace the fact that you are an NPC. Listen, statistically speaking, most people are destined to be mediocre. That is the truth of the world. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It means you can finally get off the ridiculous treadmill. The cocktail your friend is drinking in the Maldives doesn't make your cheap beer taste bitter unless you insist on comparing them. That classmate making seven figures has the same bloating, heartbreak, and existential dread that you do. Once you realize the world's ranking system is a rigged game manipulated by math freaks and algorithms, the only way to win is stop playing. Turn your eyes away from other people's trailers and look at your own messy, chaotic, but incredibly real behind the scenes. So, the next time you're spiraling at 2 a.m., feeling like the world left you behind, remember the friendship paradox. Your friends are probably better than you. But that's fine, because statistically, while they're watching this video, they probably think you are doing better than them. That's the most ironic thing about humans. We are all busy envying the carefully faked illusions of everyone else. If you want to feel slightly better the next time you have a breakdown, subscribe. After all, my average subscriber count depends entirely on brilliant, not really, viewers like you. Like, share, and I'll see you next time, you lovely average people.